And these are the kind of scenes that play out when illegal fireworks get into the hands of people who may not be fit, for many reasons, to be setting them off. Injuries, damage to property, even deaths have resulted in the mishandling of what are, frankly, powerful explosives. One local resident who is all too familiar with the dangers of illegal fireworks is Dennis Wise. He lost a shed and a lot of expensive music equipment he and his wife Marcia use as local performers. In fact, they were out performing the 4th of July night it happened.
My wife and I were playing at the Rampart in the lounge there, and we got a call that our shed was on fire. So we had to cut things short and rush right home, and of course our fire truck's out and the people are out, and my shed's on fire.
He says the fire spread quickly once the shed and the dry leaves around it were ignited by what turned out to be an illegal firework.
It was caused from a bottle rocket that this was not just a little one you put in a bottle, and we used to have when we were kids. These things were huge. It was real windy that night, and as it went up, it just kept going over and over until it hit right beside my shed where the dry leaves were, and it just caught on fire and burned it up from the side and caught on fire.
Bill number 2019-15. Please read the bill.
Dennis's story is not uncommon. That's why the Las Vegas City Council is strengthening the power of those enforcing the illegal fireworks laws with a bill clearing the way for pricey citations instead of drawn-out court hearings.
I make a motion to approve this item.
Thank you. There's a motion to approve agenda item 67.
The bill passed unanimously at the June 19th City Council meeting. Just before the vote, Deputy Fire Marshal Rick Rozier explained how this now allows enforcement to hand over an immediate fine on the spot.
Basically, the ordinance that we're proposing converts, or at least allows us to convert the penalties that are involved in illegal fireworks use and handling and storage from a criminal misdemeanor to a civil penalty. It makes it easier for the courts. It doesn't tie up the court system, and it makes it easier for us during the enforcement nights to go ahead and issue the citation and then move on quickly. If you want to challenge the penalty, then there is a hearing officer in the city that you would go talk to. You'd put out your evidence in front of the table, and they would make a ruling, and it's binding.
So for those of you who still want to risk it, the first violation is $250. If caught again within 30 days, it will be an additional $500, plus the cost of disposing of the fireworks. But wait, there's more, according to Fire Inspector Scott Thompson.
Not to mention, you could get caught in some of the checkpoints bringing your illegal fireworks into the city. State Patrol, the Highway Patrol and Metro, they're doing enforcement, and we're going to be cracking down on people bringing them into the city. So you could face fines plus confiscation.
And thanks to hits on the website ispyfireworks.com last 4th of July, they know exactly what parts of the city to concentrate their patrols on this 4th of July. See all those little dots? They mark the exact locations of where the complaints were filed.
It was geo-mapping to locate hotspots for future enforcement, like this year. This year we will use last year's information to concentrate our enforcement. This year's iSpy information will go towards next year's.
Okay. But residents in those areas are being warned.
Enter the address. This year, actually, people will be getting letters. They either said, this area was a problem. We're going to be in here this year, so give them a heads up. So we sent out, in the city, 4,000 letters.
Essentially says that we are going to be cracking down on illegal fireworks, that your area was indicated as one of the areas with a lot of complaints, and please curtail the action. We're coming, basically.
So now you know, fire and Metro Police will be out in full force across Las Vegas, not to spoil people's fun, but to protect people, vets, property, and pets.
Well, historically, 4th of July is one of the busiest nights for our fire crews. There's a lot of fires, a lot of injuries happen on that, and not to mention the issues with pets, the issues with veterans. It's just a from what it was intended to be with the 4th of July celebrating the country, it's turned into a time for people to do silly things and start needless fires and injury concerns.
And it's part of the fire.
It may be too late for Dennis Wise, but he speaks from experience when he says the fun of setting off these illegal fireworks may be fleeting, but the damage is permanent.
When I got that call, man, I was panicking, and you just panic, and you kind of you want to get there and see what it's all about and things like that, you know. But those memories never can be replaced. They're gone.